Hello summoners, welcome back to the channel, and in this video we're going to talk about the origin story of Dr. Doom, and we're going to reference the Books of Doom, which is a 6-part series. So in this, Dr. Doom begins narrating his life story, stating that he remembers every single moment of his life, that his self-awareness began in his mother's womb. Doom speculates that this was an effect of his mother's interaction with demons, which later on turned out to be Mephisto. His father tried to get his wife to stop using the dark arts, fearful that it would bring death to her and her family, but she claimed that she was seeking power to improve their lives and the life of their son. One night she cast a spell that allowed her to gain great power from the demon and used it to kill all the Baron soldiers in a village, unknowingly also killing every child in the village at the same time. And by the time she realized what she had done, it was too late, and the surviving villagers, they chased her and later killed her. At Doom's mother's funeral, the rest of the gypsy camp tried to banish young Victor and his father Werner. Young Victor intervened, however, telling them that if they cast him out, he would grow up like his mother, acquire the same dark magic, and use them to take vengeance on them all. So the gypsy relented, and Victor and Werner were allowed to stay. Victor grew up somewhat lonely, since most of the children kept their distance from him after the death of his mother, but he had one friend by the name of Valeria. One day, some of Baron's soldiers came looking for Victor's father, asking him to use his knowledge of medicine, he was a doctor, to try to cure the Baron's dying wife. Despite Victor's objection, Werner left the soldiers. He returned in the middle of the night, telling Victor that the two of them needed to leave right away. Werner was able to save the Baron's wife, was not able to save the Baron's wife, since the body was already filled with cancer and stuff. The cancer had metastasized, but the Baron would not accept this and blamed his wife's death on Werner. The two escaped into the night, hiding successfully for 4 days. On the 5th day, however, the two became trapped in the cold. Werner gave his jacket to his son and warmed him at the cost of his own life, as he froze to death while the two slept. After his father's death, Doom found his mother's strongbox full of spellbook and magical supplies. Victor began studying the magic arts, believing that his destiny was to find his mother and rescue her from the hellish torment of Mephisto, that she had endured at the hands of the demon. As the years passed, however, magic brought him no success, causing him to turn to science instead, which he quickly mastered. He created weapons that he used to defend the gypsies from the Baron's men, and became the leader of the gypsy clan at the age 16. Doom is basically known for mastering both magic and science at the same time and using them simultaneously. After one of many failed attempts to rescue his mother, Victor became careless and walked onto the patrol route of a soldier who captured him. Because he had a bounty on him and stuff, Victor managed to disarm him. He choked him to death, which was the first life that he took from his own hands, and that changed him. It made him a different person completely after this point, and this is kind of the point where Victor turns to the dark side. And he had a pretty difficult life so far. He lost his father, his mother, and he is obviously very talented from the starting, but at this point, this is the point where he kind of becomes the villain, and he is not technically a bad villain. He is kind of an anti-hero kind of a character. So when after this, a representative of American military came to the gypsy camp one day and offered him a scholarship in America, in a college, in exchange for him working for them. And Victor agreed, and he went to America. And the first issue ended at saying they shake on it, and then he leaves Latveria for America, and he said that I so escaped to America, where I would lose everything I had. And next book starts with him being in USA. He arrives at his college. His education is paid for by the US government, who sees in Victor a mind that could give them the edge in the Cold War, which is going on at the same time. And they want Victor to make weapons like Doom bots and stuff. If you play map 5, then you might be fighting Doom bots these days. But Victor is determined to use this opportunity to further his own destiny and obsessions, and to find out about his mother and stuff. In this class, he meets Reed Richards, which is also known as like Mr. Fantastic, and the two are kind of considered one of the smartest characters in the in the Marvel universe. So and Doom he doesn't see that as a good thing, like he doesn't take it as a challenge and stuff. He's kind of different from the other kids. He usually does not party and stuff, so he is focusing on his Doom bots. He's focusing on science, and one day he goes to a party, drinks some alcohol, and is making out with a girl. When he suddenly kind of becomes weird and starts choking her. And after that, he remembers Valeria and also her mother, so he relieves her. But then she quits the school. He was worried a little that what the authorities might do to him, but she just left the school and stuff, and he continued, but the story kind of got out. So now the other students they were afraid of Doom, and after this point he just stuck to science and magic and making these Doom bots. And the Doom bots apparently they consider themselves humans and stuff. So then one day Reed Richards went into his room and saw what he was up to, and here we see Dr. Doom's the way we see him in the game and stuff, for the first time, the mask and stuff, and then he was trying to again contact his mother's soul, and he discovers that Mephisto has trapped his mother's soul in return of the power that he gave her back in the day, and now she is being held there and tormented by Mephisto. During this, the machine exploded, and it was Doom he suffered a lot of facial, his face was disfigured, and he was also expelled from the university. After this point, he didn't want to leave his technology, his research behind in the United States, so he destroyed it all, and then fled the country, losing mainly all the research that he had done, plus his face. After this point, he will be seen in his mask, or these tapes and stuff. So in the game, his bio says, leaving his tribe in Latveria, Victor Don Doom moves to United States to study at the Empire State University, where he combines sorcery and technology to create fantastic inventions, disregarding the warning of fellow classmate Reed Richards, Mr. Fantastic. One of his interventions malfunctioned, resulting in an explosion that severely damaged his face. So this is the story of Dr. Doom, and thanks for watching. Have a nice day. This was a kind of a special video for 300 subscribers, so appreciate all the support and stay safe. Thanks for watching.